Welcome to this new lecture. This time we will talk about the supply chain resilience initiative that has been taken by Japan, and in this initiative India and Australia are also invited, and the key aspects in this initiative is that all are against the China, as China is acting as a manufacturing hub for the world. Okay, so see what is the issue. So before understanding this chain initiative, we have to understand that what exactly is global supply chain. Okay, see, if we want to import any particular we have to manufacture a particular goods, so multiple parts of that good used to get import from other countries. Let us suppose India and Pakistan have a good cotton quality, but Egyptian cotton are more softer. So what will happen? The country will import Egyptian product, or may happen, let us suppose some other country will import India product. China is importing India's product, then China will manufacture this convert this cotton into a cloth, and they will sell this product into Japan or other country. So what will happen, that globally we are connected, globally we are trading, and it happens, it is a very positive thing to make world connected to each other, but it may hinder, it may kick back us when we start to completely depend upon a particular country for a particular product. So let us suppose if we are dependent upon a cotton only on Egypt, not on India, not on Pakistan. So we will say that we will not take cotton from India and Pakistan, we will take cotton only from Egypt. So what will happen? Let us suppose Egyptian cotton industry hit a very large loss in a particular year. So what will happen to that industry? When they will come to India and China, they will say, no, at that time you didn't import, now Egyptian market has collapsed, so you are coming towards us. And like, it is unsustainable kind of practice, like if we are completely dependent upon a particular country. Right now the whole world, maximum countries of the world are dependent upon China for manufacturing. So Japan is coming with this initiative, that supply chain initiative, where we should distribute this thing, we should not go for China for manufacturing, we have to build another center, we have to make our those manufacturing hub in our own country or other countries except China. Okay, as China is creating problem to Japan also, India also, to China is creating issues to all the neighboring countries to show its regional supremacy, to give his to show his power to other countries, to small countries, to countries such as, if we compare, like India is most affecting regional supremacy in our Indian Ocean. So to counter all these things, China used to do such activities. So before, as I've said, what happened, the manufacturing India design somewhere else is the same one. I have explained that manufacturing like Egyptian cotton is more softer, Indian cotton is more acceptable, but Indian cotton some country will not accept, they will choose to Egyptian cotton and all. Okay, so the key is that the item from where it will produce efficiently, so from the product from where they will get efficient product, efficient item in less cost, they will choose that one. If they choose high quality product, then they will also choose then they will go for Egyptian cotton. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, let us suppose a scenario where a country is completely dependent upon Egypt for cotton. That have same thing I've said, like if we are completely dependent upon China, then it will create a problem for us. Then this China will be a bottleneck for the production of our country. Like we have, let us say we have set up a large industry in our country, but for manufacturing we are dependent upon China. Let us suppose in one day China said, no, I will not give you the product, or due to COVID everything all the import has been banned. Then what happened? China is closing its industry, China is closing its export, this industry will be affected because they are completely dependent upon China. So China will act as the bottleneck of production for any country, and all maximum countries of the world are dependent upon China for the production. As you will buy some smartphone, you will say that manufactured in here and assembled in India, that kind of things. Okay, so this is where this new initiative come, and COVID made us realize this situation, as globally countries were dependent upon China for manufacturing. And Japan took this issue as an opportunity and said, why should not I diversify my imports irrespective of depending upon the China? Why should I depend upon China? Okay, so it may happen again after COVID. Like right now we face this issue, like China, we stopped import from China, and as per banning on the import from China, our industry is getting affected. So why should we dependent upon China? And this issue may also occur after COVID situation. So the decision of Japan is affecting global countries also, and Japan is an enemy of China. China is also affecting also create issue for Japan, and India is also against China. So as an international relation, enemies are friend. So, and recently also Australia also moved against China due to COVID. That because of COVID also Australia is also facing issue, whole world is facing the issue. Therefore Japan had invited India and Australia for this supply chain initiative, that supply chain resilience initiative. Okay, now what is the situation behind? And Japan said, if we have diversified our supply, it has incentivized its domestic industries to set up their manufacturing products other than importing from China. And they said that they will attract FDI themselves. And secondly, I also want to have mutually complementary partnership with other countries. Why should always China? So Japan is indirectly saying that put up your factories not in China but globally other countries except China. Do not establish your industries in China. Come to our country, come to Japan, establish your country. We will establish our countries in your country. In that way, we will have a diversified option in such previous situations, like in this emergency situations. Okay. Now, earlier also India and Japan had a collaboration. They came in a partnership with industrial competitiveness partnership. Okay, in international relation there is no permanent enemy and friend, only their interest matter. So why India is also interested? Recently India is interested because it comes out of a RCEP, that is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. In this partnership they were like they will lower the trade barriers and improve the market access for the goods and services. They will reduce the costs and duties for the imports from a particular countries or foreign companies. Okay, but due to boosting the agricultural impact, India stepped back. India is claiming that due to COVID only we are doing these things. Okay, but the expert says that due to China, and they do not want to flood their market with the Chinese product, they are coming out of this RCEP. Okay, this is the one of the reason. Recently many apps have been also banned from the China. Everything, like India is trying to hit the China's economy because it was too much Chinese apps such as PUBG and all was too much giving earning from India to the China. So it is getting benefit to the China only. So as their international strategy and all, our country has banned this. Okay, so we will take a quick glance of all this topic that I have discussed. Okay, so the context is like Japan has mooted the supply chain resilience initiative, where India and Australia has also been invited. So what do you mean by supply chain resilience initiative? That is SCRI. So it is an approach where a country, instead of being dependent on just one or few nations, have diversified its supply risk across a range and supply nations. Why should we only dependent upon China or on a particular X country? So if we diversify the situation, then we will have a multiple option to go for business in emergency situation. If that source nation stops production of involuntary reason or due to unanticipated events or even a conscious measure of economic concern, supply chain resolution should help overcome such risks to the importing countries. Okay, then reasons for Japan supply chain initiatives. China accounts for around 24% of Japan's total import, but recently China is facing shutdown due to COVID-19 pandemics, which in turn had impaired economic activity of Japan, and Japan took this issue as an opportunity to diversify its industry. Okay, and thus he launched the supply chain resilience initiative. Okay, the ongoing US-China trade tensions are a cause of concern of Japan, as Japan's growth would be affected if the US and China move towards creating their own separate economic zones. So what has Japan proposed? The Japan has proposed a supply chain resilience, which is a trilateral approach to trade with India and Australia, and it could also potentially involve other Asian Pacific Rim nations in the latter years. Why had currently it is like India and Japan is the major one. In the latter they will attract other Asian countries also. Why has Japan included India in the supply chain resilience initiative? Japan is the fourth largest investor in India, with cumulative foreign direct investment accounting for 7.2% of inflow in the period between 2000 to 2020. Okay, and challenges for India. Given the current high reliance on China, the sudden cut in trade links with China would be impractical. China accounts for a large share of imports into India, standing at around 14.5% in 2018. Chinese supplies dominate segments such as pharmaceuticals, automotive parts, electronic supply. In electronics, China will be 45% of India's imports. So these things you have read. I have said all those things. And way forward for India, that supply chain resilience initiative could help realize trade benefit for India. Okay, and in the coming years India should work towards enhancing self-reliance, or considering like Atmanirbhar Bharat that our government has launched recently. Working with exporting nations other than China, it build the resilience into the economic supply networks. Okay, thank you. I hope you like the video, you like the content, so please subscribe and like. This will motivate me for making more such types of videos. You can give your suggestion as per the given instructions given below, and the Twitter handle I have given my link. You can go there and ping me. Okay, thank you.